it's been quite a while since I've posted a video, and I've been like, oh, I need everything to be perfect to make a video, and I have to look good, and my room needs to be clean, and right now my room is not clean. I do think I look good, but yeah, my room is disorganized, and I'm just tired of like holding myself back from doing things that are fun and allow me to express myself, because everything's not absolutely perfect, you know, because then I just end up waiting months and months to do it, and it doesn't happen. So I'm finally like getting out of my mindset and just getting my message out there. I want to give you ways that I have been able to get my friends and family more civically engaged, or ways I've been trying. Okay, so some of these things, like, they're new things I'm trying out. So that the title of this video might say how to do da 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 da, and then say in theory, because I'm still working out some things. So something I want to start doing in these videos, whenever I upload, is I want to talk about why the topic of my video connects to children's issues, and improving the quality of life of children around the world, because that is my main focus in life. You know, I want to make things better for children. I am an early childhood education major, so everything I do kind of connects to that main goal. So that's kind of what this channel is going to be focused around, like my experience in college, and also anything related to my major, which is early childhood education. So how this relates to children and improving their quality of life, my philosophy is that teaching is activism. Teaching children is activism. You are influencing the principles, the behaviors of the next generation of people who are going to be our congressmen, who are going to be, I don't mean to be like stereotypical, doctors, lawyers, who are going to be our next teachers. And what we teach children now will be reflected in the society we have in the coming decades. That's why it is so important. You cannot be a teacher and not be shaping the world around you. You are an active player in it, and that is why activism is so important, and trying to make things better for children, and trying to teach children and instill values in them, like, respect people regardless of if you disagree with them, their race, gender, sexual orientation, religion, to respect people, to believe the facts, to be able to discern facts from fiction, and to care about the planet. So teachers, if you're going to teach kids these things, you have to be fighting for these things as well. So that's why I say, teaching is a form of activism, and that's why this video is connected to that, because this is like one of the first steps of activism, which is starting small with the people around you first, and then you could get bigger and bigger and bigger, and who knows where your work pays off. The first thing is to try to get your immediate family to adopt more ethical practices or beliefs. So this isn't something I have tried yet, but I'm working on that. I'm trying to get my household to try and reduce our waste. We did not have a recycling bin for the longest time, but I had an extra case up here, so we've been using that as our recycling bin. So that's something I've successfully done in changing my immediate family's So I'm gonna try and implement more things, like maybe doing a compost bin or something. Just pick a goal that you want to reach with the people that you live with. That's what I mean by immediate family, even if it's not your family. It might be roommates, it might be your friends, whatever. Whoever you live with, work with those people first. Um, so yeah, pick a goal, any goal. If it's challenging them on some problematic things they say, start with that. If it's like me, trying to do things that are more environment friendly, start with that. So yeah, it's up to you. It's very subjective. Okay, now reaching out to your friends outside of your house and your more distant family that lives other places, use social media if you have it. Okay. Use social media. It is a great way. This is what I like to do. Okay. I love to talk about things on my story, on my page. Um, this way, it's easier to get people to know about something without putting them on the spot, texting them or calling them or talking to them and being like, hey, you should really care about this. That can be very off putting, and you catch more flies with honey. The way that I try to get people in, some people like to shame people or guilt people into activism. I don't like that at all. I lead with the facts. I lead with this is why you should care. Um, and, listen, if you want to do this, if you want to care, you want to care. So I keep trying. And even if I don't get a lot of engagement from my friends and family, I keep trying. I keep going. One success story I had. So, all like pretty much for the last few months of the election cycle, I was like advocating for voting green, and sharing the benefits of doing that, why we should do that. And at the very end, like the week before election day, I just came out with a series of like videos on my story, kind of just like debunking the main talking points against the Green Party. And I got a lot of people who usually didn't like my political stuff liked my political stuff and even slid up on my story. So yeah, like if you I'm doing that because I don't know how to finish the sentence. So yeah, use social media, and that is a great way to get people to know about something, um, without putting them on the spot. Yeah. A lot of my next things tie into using social media. When you are going to post something, make it digestible. I know a lot of us have seen those like aesthetically pleasing like slideshows on Instagram that talk about a really important issue. Those are popular because they catch people's attention and they're digestible. So, something I'm thinking of trying is kind of using the TikTok format. I don't use TikTok, but like, well, I do use TikTok, but I don't post it, and it's about to be banned anyway. So, but there's an issue that I'm very passionate about right now, which is how there's a bill right now that is trying to get the Department of Education abolished, and I'm against that, and I'm trying to get people in my circle to rally against that, write to their congressmen, and to talk about it more. And so something I'm going to try is to use TikTok and like make the videos on there, use their editing and things like that, download those videos, and then take it to my Instagram story. because the TikTok format is very appealing to people. Like, we'll see TikToks on Instagram Reels, we'll see TikToks on YouTube Shorts, and they'll be popular because TikTok is popular. So that's an easy way to get people's attention and to make things more digestible. Because, listen, I love long form YouTube videos, I love long articles, but not everyone does. And especially if it's not, if it's about a subject that they don't know much about or they're not interested in. So to make people interested, you have to use, um, you know, the things that typically get people's attention. So yeah, try to make those aesthetically pleasing infographics. Try to make short videos with cool editing. Um, how else can you make something digestible? Well, this kind of messages into my next point. How also to make something digestible is to have clear, um, realistic calls to action. So when I share a fundraiser on my story, something now that I've been doing is adding $5 is enough, because not everyone, you don't need to give $25, you don't need to give $100. So many people come across these posts and these fundraisers. If everyone gave $1, let alone $5, that fundraiser could make thousands of dollars. They could get to their goal so quickly. So something, just because I like the number five better than one, um, I tell them $5 is enough, and that should be enough for everyone. There's really no way to make an excuse for that, because a lot of us spend that on coffee and snacks and whatever, and it's no pressure. Like, sometimes we don't have it, a lot of times I don't have it, I'm gonna be honest, right? So I also let people know, like, it's no pressure, but if you can't donate, definitely share. um so yeah, I haven't had much luck with that, but I'm still trying. So that's how to make it digestible. My next thing is lead by example. So, like how I said, my activism strategy philosophy is not to guilt people into things. It's more so give them the facts, educate them on why they should care, educate them on how this affects them, because all struggles are intertwined. And to lead by example. You know, I cannot tell people to go out and do this thing when I'm not actively trying to do it. There's a lot of things that I think we should all be trying to do, and emphasis on the word trying, because I have been trying to live a more environmentally friendly life, and I'm doing pretty good. There's things that I could work on. Um, and yeah, I let people know that I'm not perfect. I'm not this, like, ethically superior person. I never approach anything like that, because I'm not. None of us are. We're all doing something that may harm others, whether it be in front of our faces or across the world. Um, and so it's best not, in my opinion, it's best not to approach these conversations with judgment. So the strongest thing you could do is lead by example. Show people the way. Show people how to do this. Uh, yeah, that's pretty. You know, that's pretty much it. And my last thing is have difficult conversations. Now, this is something that I feel is very effective, but it's something I have not tried yet because I'm scared. Um, I will be honest, it is very hard to have conversations with relatives that do not agree with you. And you also, like, don't want to make people uncomfortable. But then at the same time, it's like, okay, if, oh, hey, cat. Also, like, Okay, now I'm distracted. I gotta show you my cat. Baby, say hi. Good morning. Good morning. Can I get a kiss? Mwah. Thank you. Sometimes it can be hard to know when the right time is to talk about these things, but then again, if it's like about human rights and respecting people, and they're saying things that can be harmful, you know, there's never a right time to be a bigot. So you might as well just call them out on that. If you have a relative or a friend saying problematic things, call them out on that. Or if you have someone that's uneducated about something and you want to let them know why to care about this thing, have that conversation. That is definitely, though, something that needs to be delved into more. I'm definitely not the person for that. Because I'm still working on like how to approach conversations without being condescending or getting the person mad, or approaching a conversation without the goal of winning. More so just the goal of, I don't know, just like it can be hard when you in your mind are like, okay, I'm literally talking about the human rights of other people. How are you disagreeing with me? So that's something hard to navigate, but it's a worthy endeavor. And I said that I hadn't tried it yet. I have tried it, and it has worked successfully in the past, only with one relative. Oh, but I did have a second situation with another relative. I educated him on a lot of things. Don't know if I changed his mind, but period. So, yeah. If anybody sees this, comment down below what other tips you have. Or if not, and this video is just in the abyss of the internet, that's okay. Because this was fun. This was nice seeing you, girl, or guy, or they. um, yes. Is that all I gotta say? That's all I gotta say.